I'm riding a little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Potholders. Now comes the most delicate part of the operation.
Yes, my patient died.
Well, honey, don't feel badly. A souffle is advanced cooking.
And I just flunked the course. Well, back to the can opener and frozen dinners.
Honey, why don't you take my souffle home and serve it to Steve? He won't know the difference.
Oh, I couldn't do that. Steve and I never lie to each other.
Well, of course not. But what if you didn't say anything?
That would still be keeping something from him. And we've made a pact. Everything is open and above board. Everything.
I see.
That way we'll never have a quarrel.
I see.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Well, that time you hesitated.
Oh, I'm sorry. Honey, you and Steve live your lives just the way you want them. And I'm sure nothing will come between you.
Oh, I hope not. Because you know what? We've agreed that neither one of us will ever make a decision without consulting the other. And we'll never lie to each other or hold anything back. And we'll never, never have an argument. Or do you think I'm being too starry-eyed?
Well, a little bit of Jupiter and Saturn are sneaking through. That's the way it should be. Uncle Joe, what in the world are you doing in that getup?
This here is an official beekeeper's outfit.
And I suppose you think you're an official beekeeper.
You bet. Business is humming.
Mom, if you don't mind, I think it's time I went home.
Well, you're a lucky girl. I'll see you later, darling.
Thanks for the cooking lesson. Bye, Uncle Joe.
Bye, honey.
Happy beekeeping.
Uncle Joe, why is it that you can never take up a hobby like window washing?
This ain't no hobby. It's a serious business.
Well, serious running around in a veil?
I was afraid you wouldn't appreciate the wonderful world of bugs.
You're right.
Hey, bees a fascinating little animal. There's the queen. She's in charge of everything. Then there's the workers, all running around, gathering honey.
What about the drones?
The drones, they don't do nothing but sit around and loaf all day. Of course, we have that same problem with humans.
No kidding.
Remember that homestead course I took in hotel management? They told about them high-flight hotels featuring specialties of the home.
I remember. That's when you were keeping live trout in the bathtub.
Well, I gotta admit, it was a little impractical.
Particularly when somebody wanted to take a bath.
The bee business is different. See how this sample menu I made out grabs you. Kate Bradley's homemade hot biscuits, heaped high with world-famous Carson's clover honey.
Yeah, well, I must admit I make pretty good biscuits.
You missed the point. It's the honey that does it. Think of the money we'll make.
Think of the money we'll spend. Jars, labels, new menus.
Kate, a man with my business sense can cut corners. I've already saved $11.97.
Oh, well, how'd you do that?
Well, that's the money I would have spent if I'd have bought a herd of bees.
That's something. You figured out a way to make honey without bees. That's cutting out the middleman, huh?
Kate, you can't have honey without bees. Steve said that...
Steve? What's Steve got to do with it?
Not much.
How much?
Well, he is a member of the Carson Elliott dynasty. It wouldn't be fair of me not to let him in.
How much?
$25. That's just for necessary equipment, like this beekeeper's official outfit.
Betty Jo doesn't know about this.
Why should she? Steve's the one that's going to be my partner.
Yeah, but he's Betty Jo's husband.
He was my partner before he was her husband, and I saw him first.
Why don't you challenge her to a duel? And understand one thing, we're staying out of the kid's business.
Kate, I'd never forgive myself if I didn't let him in on a good deal like this. But this may make more money for me than any scheme I've ever had.
There's a chance we might break even.
Oh, you people of little faith. What if Admiral Peary listened to people like you? Who wouldn't have had a North Pole today? Take old man Shetland. They laughed at him, and look what happened.
Old man Shetland?
Sure. Came up with a Shetland pony.
Well,
Well, what?
how was it?
Oh, the sandwich. Honey, you've topped your all-time high. Now, I thought yesterday's cheese was great, but today's tuna's even better.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The, chopped up pickle's your idea?
Oh, darling, I'm so happy. Oh, and you know what? I told Mom about our vow.
Or what?
You know how we'll always tell the truth, the whole truth at all times. We'll never hide anything.
Oh, yeah.
We agreed, didn't we? We said that way we'd never quarrel, right?
Right.
Good. Now go ahead and eat your sandwich. Well, what's the matter?
Always the truth?
Of course.
I hate pickles.
What?
Now, honey, this is the way we don't fight.
I know.
Darling, don't you realize if we went through life with me pretending I liked pickles and you not knowing how I really felt, we'd be living a lie.
Well, I guess it is better to be honest.
Of course it is.
Anyway, you'll get a good meal tonight.
We eating out?
Steve!
I'm sorry, we're not going to eat out.
We are, but you didn't have to sound so eager.
I'm not eager, honey, just terribly interested. Where are we going?
No, I just thought we'd go into Pixley and have dinner and see a show.
You mean buy dinner?
We had that $25 bonus Mr. Baxter gave you for dusting his cabbages early, remember?
I remember.
Well, you said it was mad money. Well, let's be mad and blow it. What's the matter?
Remember our pact? If we're honest, we don't get mad at one another?
Yes?
I lent the money to Uncle Joe.
What?
Well, he's my partner.
But I'm your wife. Blood's thicker than water.
Well, in that case, you shouldn't mind. He's your uncle.
Oh, so now it's my fault.
What difference does it make? It's all in the family.
My family doesn't need your charity.
Well, if you like, I'll go on up to the hotel and get the money back.
Well, you can't do that.
Isn't that what you want?
But Uncle Joe's my own flesh and blood.
Petticoat Junction will return after these messages. Petticoat Junction.
Now, there's two ways of catching bee. Number one, you get a bunch of flowers to attract them. Two, you dive in and rout them out. I handle the flower part, and all you've got to do is to dive in and rout them out. You got it? Let's go. What are you complaining about? You've got on an official outfit. You're fully protected. You don't have to worry about that part. You ain't going to back in.
Here we are, Uncle Joe. Is this what you wanted?
Let's see. Yeah, that ought to do the trick. Here, take a sniff of this. What do you know? You ain't a bee. Here, let me put a little on you. That'll attract them. What kind of perfume you girls got, anyway?
We're still single. That give you an idea?
Bees ain't as discriminating as men. As long as they smell like flowers, the bees just go crazy over them. See? Now, that's a bee bark if I ever heard one. Attaboy, partner! Here we come! Look, he's treed one.
He's treed a bee.
Listen. Perfect. Now, here's the plan of attack. The dog will keep barking and circling the tree, whilst Bobby Joe goes around this way. Then you, Billy Joe, you'll go that way. Then you'll beat the branches to drive the swarm out.
While we're doing this, what are you going to be doing?
Oh, well, I've got the hard part. I'll stay here at the command post and direct operations.
If we disturb the bees, won't they get angry?
A little dinky bee? What can they do?
Oh, then you won't mind if they do it to you. Right, Uncle Joe? Come on, Bobby.
Oh, me. Wonder if General Custer had these problems. Yeah, I guess he did. Look what happened to him. All right, you bees. You've had it. All right, watch it. Watch it. Whoa.
Oh, no, Mom.
Well, we can't take your money.
Well, sure you can. Besides, Uncle Joe's promised to pay me back as soon as he sells some honey.
You mean he's actually got a swarm of bees?
And the welts to prove it. So here.
No, Mom. Steve and I discussed it, and we decided we wanted to help Uncle Joe. You really did?
No, we really didn't.
Steve?
Well, honey, we had a big fight over this.
Oh.
What happened to that everything above board tell the truth business?
That just applied to you and me, not the outside world.
Wait a minute. How did I get in the outside world?
Mom, you know what I mean. You know what I'd like to do to you?
No. What?
This. That's better. Now, why don't you take this money and blow it on something special?
Okay.
Okay. We'll go out in the town like we were going to do last night.
Better still, I'll knock off early and we'll fly to Twin Forks. Dinner, show, the whole works.
Oh, Steve.
Well, thank heavens that's settled. I gotta go now. Bye, kids.
Goodbye and thanks.
I'll watch you part way, Mom.
Oh, wonderful, honey.
Are we alone?
Yeah, but
Boy, do we have trouble.
we?
We're partners, ain't we?
Well,
Or
sure.
maybe you're one of them partners who wants to run out when things go bad.
No,
Come on, we don't have any time to waste. All right, you bees, get in there and get to work. See what I'm up against? They're lazy. They won't even go on the hive.
that's strange.
I never thought I'd have a management labor problem with bees.
Bees that won't go into their hive.
Yeah, see for yourself. Shoot, get in there. If I ever get them in, I'm going to lock them in.
Something's wrong somewhere.
Yeah, there sure is. You know, I hate to say it, Steve, but Hooterville's got stupid bees. They've got poor taste, too. They're making these inferior-type nests out of paper.
Paper nests?
Yeah, they've already eaten half the pages out of my beekeeper's manual.
Joe, what do these nests look like?
Like Japanese lanterns. Hey, you don't suppose I got a hold of a herd of foreign bees?
No, but if you got a hold of what I think you have, you're in trouble.
Something you want to tell me, Uncle Joe?
Yes, there's something I wanted to tell you.
What?
Was it that?
What was that?
What I was trying to tell you.
What's going on around here?
Now that you ask, Kate, the funniest thing happened.
Yeah, I'm dying of laughter. Go on.
Well, it seems that while I was out collecting bees, there was a slight mistake in identification.
Meaning?
Meaning that instead of getting bees, we got hornets.
Hornets? How could anyone be so stupid as to think a hornet is a bee?
That's exactly what I told that dumb dog. He's the one that found the nest, you know.
And you're the one that's going to get rid of the hornets. And nobody will even be able to walk in the garden.
Hey, there's another funny thing about them hornets.
If you tell me one more funny thing, I'm going to cry.
Well, it seems as though they like to build their houses under people's roofs. And since their nests are made out of paper, and paper's nothing but wood, well, they sort of eat their way through.
Nobody will be able to walk in the hotel either.
Just in the daytime, Kate. Hornets sleep at night.
What about the guests?
Well, we can sort of juggle a schedule. If the guests are sleeping while the hornets are awake and vice versa.
We will do nothing of the kind. You will get rid of those hornets immediately.
Well, I'm working on it, Kate. Steve said that we...
I told you not to drag Steve into this.
But he's a crop duster. Getting rid of pests is his business.
Do you think he can fly low enough to dust the lobby?
Petticoat Junction will return after these minutes.
Hi. I'm all ready to fly to Twin Forks. Hi there. I'm all ready to fly to Twin Forks. Steve?
Huh?
I'm ready to fly to Twin Forks.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I can't make it today.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Well, I knew you were looking forward to it, but, well, something came up.
Oh, really, it doesn't matter. I don't want to be one of those difficult wives like I was last night.
You're a good kid.
Honey?
Huh?
What came up so that we can't make it?
We still have that pact of everything above board and always tell the truth to one another?
Sure, it'll always be that way.
And because of this relationship, we'll never have a fight?
Oh, yes, dear, yes.
Well, the reason we're not going to dinner and to a show is because of Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe!
Now, honey.
It's the same excuse you used last night.
Yeah, but the poor guy's really in trouble.
Oh, how can he be in so much trouble that we can't go out?
The Shady Rest is filled with hornets.
Hornets? You mean you gave him our good money to invest in hornets?
I didn't give him our good money to invest in hornets. Besides, your mother gave us back the money.
No, that's not the point. Why did you go ahead and do all this behind my back?
It wasn't behind your back.
Ah, you admit it.
Admit what?
Oh, boy. You never really get to know a man until after you're married to him.
Not another one.
Me too.
Well, stick with it, Bobby Joe. We've only got 40,000 more to go.
Girls, I'll be right back. I'm going over to the Pixie Hotel and make arrangements for our guests and ourselves.
You mean we're going to have to move out?
Well, somebody's going to have to move, and since it's not the Hornets, it's going to have to be us.
Mom!
Don't argue. If you want to stay, you get out your sleeping bag, zip it clear to the top with you in it. What's going on here?
Uncle Joe's fumigating the hotel.
Oh, I thought I asked him not to do anything till I got back.
He wanted to surprise you by getting rid of the hornets.
Well, did he? It's hard to tell with all the smoke. We think we hear him coughing.
Uncle Joe! Uncle Joe!
He didn't want us to tell you, so act surprised when he tells you.
As soon as I can speak, I will.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, Uncle Joe, for heaven's sake, if you don't stop sneaking up on me in those disguises, I'm going to have heart failure. Oh, for heaven's sake.
We're in this long together, Kate, and I got the situation well under control.
Where's Steve? I thought he was going to help you.
Well, the boy came over here, and he meant well. He kept talking about using this regular fumigating powder. I figured, why waste all that money? So I went down and picked up 3 dozen of them highway smudge pots for 29 cents apiece.
Oh, no. He has them all over the hotel, Mom. It's really awful.
Yeah, it's a little hazy in there, all right. When you put on one of these war surplus masks, you don't notice a thing.
Except when you're walking around in an Army surplus gas mask.
I got a good deal on them by the gross. The way I look at it, we can issue each of our guests a complimentary gas mask. Ought to make a good conversation piece.
I have registered the guests at the Pixie Hotel.
Oh, good. When do we move?
Not us, just the guests. They won't have us, will they, Uncle Joe?
You still sore?
Wouldn't you be?
Kate, I was only trying to drum up business for the Shady Rest.
Well, fine. But did you have to go around saying that the Pixie Hotel was a front for a Chinese opium den?
Only joking.
Joking. They chased me halfway down Main Street. Come to think of it, though, they did throw fried rice at me. What are we going to do, Mom? Well, we can't stay here. Let's get up to the hotel and start packing our things. Uncle Joe, can you find our way out of here?
Now, let's see. The cannonball is that way, and the water tower is this way. The pass should be... No, that's not right.
Congratulations, Uncle Joe. I didn't think you could do it.
What?
You've lost the shady rest.
Oh, come on, Betty Joe. At least come out and talk this thing over.
There's nothing to talk about.
Oh, look, this whole thing is a big mistake. It all started out when we got on that silly always tell the truth kick.
Oh, you'd rather have us lie to each other.
I don't mean that.
Good.
It's just that if I'd have told you that I lost the $25 instead of spending it on fumigating powder.
You spent it on fumigating powder?
I didn't tell you about that, did I?
No, you didn't.
Well, yeah, you see, when I saw Uncle Joe having all that trouble with the hornets, I figured something should be done, so I went out and I bought fumigating powder.
Why didn't you just let Uncle Joe work it out for himself?
Oh, he is. He doesn't even need my help.
Are you trying to tell me that we're stuck with $25 worth of fumigating powder?
I'm not trying to tell you anything. It just slipped out.
So, you were going to keep it from me.
Yes, I was. You see, I don't happen to believe that a marriage is built on blabbing everything out.
Steve, after we said we'd always tell each other everything and that way we'd never have a fight?
Wrong. One, you were the one that said we'd always tell each other everything. And two, I don't know what you call this, but to me, it doesn't sound exactly like a panel discussion.
Well, if that's the way you feel, maybe this was all just a mistake. Maybe I ought to just go home.
Promises, promises.
You don't think I would?
You still want the truth?
Yes.
No.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you dirty fool, you were already packed.
Oh, honey, Molly.
Hi, Betty
Billy.
Joe. Steve.
Hi. Bob, Uncle Joe.
You going someplace?
Oh, no. I was just going to put this in the basement.
You ain't got a basement.
Oh, that's right. We forgot to dig one. Sweetheart, we don't have a basement.
That's right, sweetheart. So why don't I try to find some room for this in the closet, okay?
You're thoughtful.
Honey, you want us to leave?
Oh, Mom, why?
Yeah, Kate. We ain't got any place to stay while they're fumigating the hotel.
Gee, Betty Joe, we just hate barging in on your newlyweds like this.
Yeah, we just hate it.
Oh, they won't bother us.
Joe, that's not the idea. Now, Betty Joe, you might say
Excuse
we're
me.
welcome, but...
But around here we tell nothing but the truth, right, Betty Joe?
Right.
So, if you want to know if you're welcome, the answer's yes.
Oh,
Right, honey?
Right. And if there's anything any of you want, just speak up.
How about dinner?
Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe.
Holy smokes, telling the truth around here could get a guy murdered.
Telling me.
Kids, I want to apologize. The one thing I didn't want to do was invade your privacy, and here we all are.
Mom, we're glad you're here because, well, I have a confession to make. When you came in, I was about to leave.
And I was about to let her.
And we realized that was about the dumbest thing that could have happened.
So actually, we're grateful that you did come over.
Very grateful.
Oh, that's okay, kids. Always glad to help out.
Tomorrow, Nick at Night's TV Land wants you to be an informed voter. Tune in for a 6-hour marathon of politically themed episodes, retromercials, and rare documentaries. Hosted by presidential candidate Pat Paulson. Vote for TV Land tomorrow night, starting at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Now stay tuned for Green Acres as Hooterville Saturday continues here in TV Land.
Petticoat Junction.